India's Darkest Days Terror Attack Chronicles. India, a land of diverse cultures and rich history, has faced numerous challenges. Among the gravest are the terrorist attacks that have shaken the nation to its core. The date, March 12, 1993, the city Bombay, a bustling metropolis that represents the dreams and aspirations of millions. At precisely 1:30 p.m., the first of a series of explosions ripped through the heart of the city. Over the course of 2 hours, 12 bombs exploded across various locations, targeting the Bombay Stock Exchange, the Air India building, hotels, markets, and even a hospital. The 1993 Bombay Bombings were a grim reminder of the vulnerability of even the most vibrant and bustling cities to the scourge of terrorism. The nation's capital, Delhi, considered a symbol of power and democracy, was not immune to the growing threat of terrorism. On May 21, 1996, at the peak of the summer heat, a deafening explosion tore through the crowded Lajpat Nagar market. The blast occurred in the evening when the market was teeming with shoppers preparing for the upcoming festival season. The explosion, caused by a powerful bomb planted on a crowded bus, left a trail of devastation in its wake. The attack, which claimed the lives of 13 innocent people and left 39 others injured, sent shockwaves through the capital. The 1996 Lajpat Nagar blast was a grim reminder of the vulnerability of ordinary citizens to the threat of terror. The serene valley of Kashmir, often referred to as paradise on earth, had been grappling with militancy for years. But on October 1, 2001, the conflict took a sinister turn, targeting the very heart of democracy. A suicide bomber rammed a car laden with explosives into the Jammu and Kashmir State Legislative Assembly complex in Srinagar. The attack, which claimed the lives of 38 people, including security personnel and civilians, sent shockwaves through the region and the nation. The Legislative Assembly, a symbol of democratic governance and representation, had been targeted in a brazen act of terror. On December 13, 2001, the unthinkable happened. The Indian Parliament, the very symbol of the world's largest democracy, came under attack. 5 heavily armed terrorists stormed the Parliament complex in New Delhi, their fingers on the trigger, ready to unleash chaos and carnage. The attack began at approximately 11:40 a.m., just minutes after both houses of Parliament had adjourned for the day. The ensuing gun battle lasted for nearly an hour, with security forces engaging the terrorists in a desperate bid to neutralize them. The attack on the Indian Parliament was a stark reminder that terrorism knows no boundaries, respecting neither national borders nor the sanctity of democratic institutions. The ancient city of Jammu, known for its historic temples and serene landscapes, became the target of a horrific terrorist attack on November 30, 2002. 2 suicide bombers stormed the revered Raghunath temple, a revered Hindu shrine dedicated to Lord Rama during morning prayers. The terrorists, armed with assault rifles and grenades, opened fire indiscriminately on the devotees gathered inside the temple complex. The attack on the Raghunath temple was not merely an assault on a religious place, it was an attack on the very idea of India's secular fabric, an attempt to sow seeds of discord among communities that have lived together for centuries. On September 24, 2002, the Akshardham Temple in Nagar, Gujarat, a magnificent architectural marvel and a symbol of peace and spirituality, became the target of a horrific terrorist attack. The attack began at around 4:45 p.m. when 2 heavily armed terrorists stormed the temple complex, their fingers on the triggers, their hearts filled with hate. The terrorists, armed with automatic weapons and grenades, opened fire indiscriminately on the devotees and visitors who had come from far and wide to offer their prayers and seek solace within the temple's serene confines. The National Security Guard commandos flown in from Delhi engaged in a fierce gun battle with the terrorists, their courage and determination eventually ending the siege. When the smoke cleared, 33 innocent lives had been brutally cut short, and over 80 others lay injured. Just when the wounds of the 1993 bombings were beginning to heal, Mumbai was once again shaken by a series of coordinated terrorist attacks on August 25, 2003. This time, the targets were two iconic landmarks of the city, the Gateway of India and the bustling Zaveri Bazaar jewellery market. The first explosion ripped through the crowded Gateway of India, a popular tourist destination, at around 1:30 p.m. As smoke billowed from the blast site and panic gripped the city, another explosion rocked the Zaveri Bazaar, a bustling hub of jewellery shops and businesses. The twin blasts claimed the lives of 54 innocent people, including several foreign tourists, and left over 244 injured. The Festival of Lights, Diwali, a time for joy, togetherness and celebration, turned into a nightmare for the people of Delhi on October 29, 2005. As the city prepared for the festivities, a series of coordinated bomb blasts ripped through crowded markets, plunging the city into darkness and despair. The first explosion occurred at around 5:40 p.m. in the bustling Sarojini Nagar market, a popular destination for shoppers looking for festive bargains. Minutes later, two more explosions rocked the city, one in the crowded Paharganj market, a popular haunt for tourists and backpackers, and the other in a bus in the Govindpuri area. The holy city of Varanasi, a place of immense religious significance for Hindus and a popular pilgrimage destination, became the target of a horrific terrorist attack on March 7, 2006. The blasts targeted two high-profile locations, the sacred Sankat Mochan Hanuman Temple and the bustling Varanasi Junction railway station. The first explosion ripped through the Sankat Mochan Hanuman Temple, one of the most revered shrines dedicated to Lord Hanuman, at around 6:15 p.m., just as evening prayers were about to begin. The explosion had ripped through the heart of the temple, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. Chapter 10, 2006 Mumbai train bombings, 7 explosions, 1 city, countless scars. On July 11, 2006, as Mumbai's lifeline, its suburban railway network teemed with commuters returning home after a long day's work, a series of coordinated bomb blasts plunged the city into chaos and despair. 7 explosions, timed within minutes of each other, ripped through first-class compartments of crowded suburban trains, turning the evening commute into a nightmare. Over the next 11 terrifying minutes, 6 more explosions ripped through trains at Mahim, Bandra, Jogeshwari, Borivali and Matunga stations. The 2006 Mumbai train bombings were a stark reminder of the vulnerability of ordinary citizens to the threat of terrorism. Chapter 11, 2007, Samjhauta Express bombings, a cross-border tragedy. The Samjhauta Express, a symbol of hope and connectivity between India and Pakistan, became a target of terror on February 18, 2007, when bombs ripped through 2 of its coaches, leaving behind a trail of death and devastation. At around midnight, as the train sped through the darkness, 2 powerful explosions ripped through 2 of its coaches, turning the symbol of peace into a scene of carnage. The Samjhauta Express bombings were a grim reminder of the fragility of peace and the long shadow of terrorism that continues to threaten the region. Chapter 12, 2007 Hyderabad bombings, a city's spirit, tested by twin blasts. The bustling city of Hyderabad, known for its rich history, vibrant culture and delectable cuisine, was shaken to its core on August 25, 2007, when twin bomb blasts ripped through crowded public places, leaving behind a trail of death and destruction. The blasts, which occurred within minutes of each other, targeted two popular gathering spots: the iconic Lumbini Park, a sprawling recreational area, and the Gokul Chat Bandar, a renowned eatery. The first explosion ripped through the crowded Lumbini Park at around 7:45 p.m., just as families and friends were enjoying their weekend outings. As the city grappled with the aftermath of the first explosion, a second blast shook the Gokul Chat Bandar, a popular eatery known for its street food just a few kilometers away. Chapter 13. On November 26, 2008, the world watched in horror as Mumbai, India's financial capital and a vibrant metropolis, came under a meticulously planned and ruthlessly executed terrorist attack that would last for 60 harrowing hours. The attacks, which began on the night of November 26th and continued until the morning of November 29th, targeted multiple locations across the city, including luxury hotels, a train station, a Jewish center, and a popular tourist cafe. The first strike came at around 9:20 p.m. when terrorists opened fire at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus railway station, a bustling transportation hub crowded with commuters. Armed with AK-47 rifles and grenades, the terrorists stormed the station, spraying bullets indiscriminately, turning a symbol of progress and connectivity into a scene of unimaginable horror. Chapter 14. 2016 Pathankot Attack, a brazen assault on India's airbase. The Pathankot Air Force Station, a strategically important airbase in Punjab, India, became the target of a brazen terrorist attack on January 2nd, 2016. The attack, which bore the hallmarks of a meticulously planned operation, aimed to inflict heavy casualties and damage critical infrastructure. The terrorists, armed with automatic weapons, grenades and explosives, engaged in a fierce gun battle with security forces, triggering a prolonged standoff. Chapter 15. 2019 Pulwama Attack, a wound that runs deep. On February 14, 2019, as the world celebrated Valentine's Day, a day of love and affection, India was shaken to its core by one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in its history. A suicide bomber rammed an explosive-laden vehicle into a convoy of vehicles carrying Indian security personnel in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir, leaving a trail of death and destruction. The Pulwama attack was not just an attack on India's security forces, it was an attack on the very idea of peace and stability in the region. Chapter 16, 2024, Reasi and Pahalgam attacks. A grim reminder of unfinished business. Even as India continues to grapple with the scars of past terrorist attacks, the threat of terrorism remains a grim reality. In 2024, fresh wounds were inflicted on the nation's psyche when terrorists struck at the heart of its tourism industry, targeting pilgrims in Reasi and Pahalgam. The attacks were a stark reminder of the vulnerability of soft targets and the challenges faced by security forces in providing adequate security in a region grappling with complex geopolitical realities. These tragic events, etched in the memory of a nation, underscore the resilience of the Indian people and the importance of unity in the face of adversity. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on important historical events. Let this video be a testament to their memory and a call for peace, understanding, and unity in a world still grappling with the scourge of terrorism.